Howdy people. Okay, definitely a bucket list song, this one. Since I first heard it, I thought, gotta work that out one day. And yes, I've been on it for a little while, a couple of days now. So yeah, here it is. Okay, first thing you'll be needing to do is to tune your strings differently. So the bass E, that goes, you tune that down to a D, and then A stays the same, D stays the same, G stays the same, B stays the same, and the top E string goes down to a C. Okay? Okay. And then once you've done that, you put the capo on the 5th fret, and from the capo, this is what the chords will be. So C. So you're just playing not the bass E string here. You don't play that one. Okay, so just the 5 strings. Then it goes to what we'll call a G. I'll give you the fingerings in a second. Then it goes to an F. So you keep that shape, move to the F, then it goes back to the G, and when you come back to the G, you've got a little riff going on there. So I'll explain that in a second. So C. So this G, it's a bit hard to see on camera, so 3rd fret on the B string and the 5th fret on the bass E string. Okay, so this is the new G note here. Okay, so just those two and everything else is open. Right, and you keep that shape, and this is kind of a G, so you just there to get the F. Same fingering. So now the first finger is on the 1st fret on the B string, and this is the 3rd fret on the E string. And it goes back to the G. Okay, so that riff there. So on the D note on the B string, 3rd fret, to the 5th fret on the top E string, right, 5th fret on the B string, and a quick transition to the C note on the B string. So from the top, okay. Alright, so let's get to the introduction. The introduction is C, G, F. When you come back to the G chord on the 2nd time, you're playing that riff, right? Okay, so that is done twice in the intro. So onto the verse. So the C, G, F, G with the riff, that's what's happening in the verse. When you get to the last line of the verse, before it goes into the chorus, you'll be going A minor, E minor, the normal fingerings, and then the F to a G. go into the chorus. Okay. Okay. The chorus. So the chorus starts with repeating that C, G, F, G, but you're not doing the riff the second time you come through on the G. So, how long till my soul gets it right? Any human being ever reach that kind of light? Call on the resting soul. So A minor to E minor again, E minor again. And then this chord here is just magnificent. This is a D chord, and some of the sheet music has it down as a D13. So anyway, I will go over a little bit of the theory on the chords at the end of the video if you want to hang around, but let's just call it a D for the sake of here, where we are at the moment. So on the 4th fret on the D and G strings, and you're not hitting the top E string there, it's just from the E to the B string. How beautiful is that? I just can't stop playing it when I get to this part. So yeah, resting soul of Galileo, right? So the first bridge that goes back into the verse will be F to G, then C to G, F to that G with a riff. It's the first time through to go back into the 3rd verse, right? So the verse repeats again, and then you're back into the chorus. That's where the last line of the verse is, and then you repeat the chorus again. Galileo. And this time, when you're leaving the chorus and you're about to enter into the middle 8, it'll go F to G, then the C to the F. Okay, so now we're into the middle 8, and okay, so A minor, you'll need 2 4-beat bars here, so start with that. So I'm making a joke. 2, 3, 4, 1. Sorry, count again. So 2 4-beat bars there. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes to the F note on the D string. So hold that for 4, then it goes into the F sharp, so you're just moving the A minor up a little bit, note by note, like that. And then this kind of is F sharp, you kind of it's 4 beats again, but you're kind of running it down to the A minor in that 4 beats. Okay. And the other thing that Amy is doing at the start of the middle 8 is you can hammer onto the F note here a few times. Okay. Okay. Yes, you need to listen back to the song to hear that. Okay, so I think that's everything. Oh yeah, the solo. So the solo, C, G, F, G, so there's no riff going on. C, G, F, G again, C, G, F, G again, then A minor, E minor, that D, then F, G, C, G, F, G. Okay, and then it goes back into verse 5 and verse 6, the chorus and the exit. So the exit, when you finish up Galileo, then it goes back to the F, G, C, G, F, G. How long till my soul gets it right? Yeah, just magnificent. So I hope that helps. I will do a playback. I wanted to do the explanation of the chords here first before I do a playback video, because it is difficult to see when I'm actually playing it. So anyway, so a quick discussion on the theory of the chords here. So namely the G. So this is not a G major. The G major, when you're playing in a normal position, the notes that make up a G major are G, B and D. So what Amy has done here, she has added in the A note, added in the C note, and taken away the B note to make up the G. Just brilliant, right? I want to just go. Okay, so the F, normally when you play an F, right, so sorry about that. The notes that make up an F major are F, A and C. So what Amy has done with this tuning, yeah, so the F, A and C are there, but you're adding in a D and a G note in there as well. Alright, so it's 2/3 the sound of an F major, and also roughly 2/3 the sound of a G major, but it's a hybrid G major and a hybrid F major. And the D chord here, just brilliant. So here she's adding in the B note twice. So yeah, sorry, when you get to that D note, you don't play the top E string. I think I may have mentioned that, just in case I forgot. So she's adding in the B note twice. So it's 60% roughly the sound of a D major chord. So if you're playing like your normal C, G, F, G, it's not going to quite sound like the record for these reasons. Okay, I will do the playback video probably later tonight or tomorrow morning, depending how work goes. So anyway, best of luck. Cheers. Bye.